Welcome to Dr.Caos. Today we're going to learn how to initialize an object. Now, if you're not familiar with the concept of initialization, there's a video on my channel titled as Variable Initialization. So if you want to clear your concepts, you can go and check that video out. Now, getting to the point. Initialization, as I told you in the previous videos, is basically assigning a particular value to the variables. So when you create an object, you don't specify anywhere to initialize the object. You can just assign it with something else using a function, but you cannot initialize the variables, your data members of the class. So to do that, we are going to use something called constructor. Now this constructor is quite simple to use, and as I should demonstrate now, let's say if we want to initialize these two data members of this class. Alright, so all I need to do is basically type in the same name as the class once. Okay, so here it says book, so we're going to type in the same exact name over here with no return type. Make sure there's no return type to it. If not, the compiler would not detect this as a constructor. So make sure there's nothing in the front as prefix. Now once that is done, please add the curly brackets. Now inside these curly brackets, all you do is assign the value to your data members. Let's say price is equals to 0, and let's say ISBN is equals to 0. Alright, so we have assigned values to our data members. Now what to do to call this? Now this is the best part of it. Now all I need to do is create an object of this class. So I've created an object called B, and this constructor gets called automatically, so I don't even need to call it. All I need to do is create an object. So let's see, let's run it. Now before I run it, so I can prove you that this thing works, I'm going to display a message. Let's say it works. Alright, and the semicolon in the front. So if I run the program, you will see that it displays it works. That means this constructor got called. Yeah, it got called, and it assigned these two values to the corresponding data members, and it also executed this statement that I have written over here. So what it does basically is assign or initialize the object. Now the thing is, this constructor is known as the default constructor. This constructor gets called automatically, but there are two other constructors. So there are three types in total of constructor. One is the default, which I've shown you over here. The second one is the parameterized constructor, and the third one is the copy constructor. Now these two constructors we learn in the other videos, not in this one. But the main concept is that you should know that this thing initializes your data members of the class, and it gets called without even calling it. Alright, so it gets called automatically. That's all you need to know about constructor. Do keep in mind that I've just declared this statement so I can show you that this constructor is called automatically. You don't need to put this cout or anything else except your data members over here. So this is all that you need to know about constructor, at least for the default constructor. So anyway, this has been the channel Dr.Caos. I hope you like this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Welcome to Dr.Caos.